everyone. Hello guys. Molweni bethu nasanibonani. Dumelang bathu. Hello mense. Apsheni. Lochani. Welcome back to my channel and thank you for watching. If you are new to the channel, I'm Thandi. I hope you'll join our YouTube family and subscribe as I drop very informative content which you might find very useful. Guys, research consistently indicates that men are less likely than women to know their HIV status, to start and to stay on treatment. Fewer men than women get tested for HIV. For instance, in 2019, about 700,000 men who are aged between 35 and 49 years old in sub-Saharan Africa did not know their HIV status. This is very concerning because understanding one's HIV status is very important for both the individual and the public health. People know their HIV status, they can start treatment early and keep themselves healthy and prevent passing the virus to their sexual partners. Not knowing your HIV status and not being on treatment if diagnosed HIV positive contributes to the ongoing transmission of the virus, and it prevents effective interventions to end HIV transmission. Why is this the case? Why are men less likely to know their HIV status, to start and stay on treatment? There are several factors which contribute to this. Firstly, societal stigma, which I've spoken more about in my last video. It prevents many people living with HIV from testing. Secondly, gender norms. These discourage men from testing. Certain norms related to masculinity believe that being a man means being brave, tough, risk-taking, aggressive, engaging in high sexual activities with concurrent partners, and not caring for one's body. Men and boys' engagement in risk-taking behaviors are seen as ways to affirm their manhood. Seeking help or getting sick is seen as a sign of weakness. Thirdly, the culture of shame and silence. Men often face cultural barriers that discourages them from seeking medical help, discussing their emotions, or discussing their sexual health openly. This is seen as a sign of weakness. Fourthly, healthcare services are seen as not male-friendly, and the harmful gender norms which equate seeking health as a sign of weakness contributes to men staying away from testing and treatment. There's a view of seeing clinical settings as female spaces dominated by women, children, and female nurses. What makes this challenging is that healthcare are not often geared for men. For instance, whilst women come to clinics for their antenatal care whilst they are pregnant, or for their family planning, or to bring their kids for vaccinations, very rare men interact with the healthcare system unless they have suffered a major injury or are sick. What are the effects of these on men? Fewer men test for HIV and fewer men are on ARVs. Of those who are on treatment started treatment at a later stage than women. They started when they were already sick and their immune system exposed to opportunistic infections, and their immune system weaker, making the treatment less effective. The viral suppression rate, which is key to preventing people with the virus from passing it, is low amongst men. For instance, whilst women's viral suppression rate is at 83%, for men aged 25 to 34 years old, it is at 66%. This means new HIV infections will continue to rise, whilst HIV and AIDS prevalence has the face of a woman, which means the majority of people living with HIV are women. But the AIDS mortality has the face of a man, which means many people dying of HIV and AIDS-related illnesses are men. Men are more likely to die of an HIV/AIDS-related illness than women. For instance, globally, in 2020, 680,000 people died of HIV/AIDS related illnesses. 57% were amongst men and 43% were amongst women of all ages. There's also a life expectancy gap of 10 years between men and women living with HIV. What can be done to improve this? Firstly, we need to integrate men and boys in responses to HIV because their health also has an impact on the health of their partners. We cannot leave men behind in our efforts to end HIV transmissions. We need to close the testing and treatment gaps by going to places where men are, at their workplaces, at their homes, at the shopping malls, at the taverns, etc. We also need to avail self-testing tools so that testing is not only available to clinics, but people can do it themselves. Enabling men to stay free from HIV, get tested regularly, start and stay on treatment will not only improve their health outcomes, but will also contribute to declines in new HIV transmissions among women and girls. Since our health services are not designed to attract men, our governments need to rethink and redesign HIV-related health service delivery. For example, in Rwanda, they made involving men in their HIV services a priority in their prevention of mother-to-child transmission, as it stipulated that not only pregnant women but also their partners should come for testing and counseling. Male partners were encouraged to accompany their pregnant women to antenatal clinics. This has resulted in a significant increase in men's uptake of HIV testing from 16% to 85% in 2013. Their HIV infection rates fell from 10% to 1%. Currently, Rwanda, Botswana, Tanzania and Swaziland are few of the countries which have achieved the 95-95-95 targets to end HIV by 2030. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Guys, what do you think should be done to encourage men to test, start treatment and stay on treatment? Please leave your comments in the comment box. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video informative. Please don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys. Please continue to keep safe and stay safe. Goodbye. Nisale kakuhle, nisale hantle, .sins.